Welcome everybody to another episode of City Skylines. Let's fix this desperate city scenario. And today we are going to expand, or should I say, start to populate this area and see how all of this that you see on your screen right now works. No. This is Efflux from the future, and no, because I decided to tweak a bunch of roads, and that's today's episode, tweak roads. And from a practical perspective. So I'm going to start zoning stuff, and if you have a keen eye, and I'm sure you do, you'll notice Efflux. I see a lot of bus lines here, but none there. Why is that? That's because, my dear viewer, I do not like this. You see these two roundabouts and this junction and all these train tracks. I don't like it. So that means I will need to rework it, and that's why I didn't put bus stops here or bus lines, because I will have to rework this area. I hope it's not going to be a major rework, but I do want to enable this avenue that comes from here to continue and terminate here. So that's what I want to do, and I want to enable easy access from this junction to a couple of parts of the city, of this area I should say, potentially even connecting directly to the airport. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm going to achieve that, because yeah, from here to here there's a lot of space without any junctions. So that's why I'm not too happy about this, because I think this is going to be a bottleneck. So I want to come up with something clever, which yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but I'll try, guys. I'll try my best. So the intention, it's not a plan because I don't have a plan. The intention is to enable cars that come from this junction to access the touristic area here with as few crosses as possible, because this is going to create traffic problems, I think. I can be wrong, but I prefer to anticipate the bad and prepare for it than just be blindly optimistic. Although this is not an industrial area, so maybe it's not going to generate a lot of traffic, but I want to try to prevent that from ever happening, if it makes sense. And okay, to be honest, mostly it's because I don't like this, okay? That's the main motivation. But the other motivation is that this might potentially be a bottleneck, so I need to do something about it. And I also think that from the airport there should be a direct connection to the motorway. So I don't know if I'm going to create a dedicated junction, or if I'm going to make something very weird. And you might have noticed by my laughter that I probably prefer the weird option to connect. Oh god. The thing is, I have no idea what I'm going to do, so I'll probably just do this in time lapse and then explain later, because there's going to be a lot of trial and error, meaning I'll need to edit this next section a lot until I figure this one out. First step is to clear this space and to move the train station from here to maybe this avenue should be enough. Yeah, let's start with that. Behold this amazing thing that I've done. Okay, where to start? So, I wanted to enable a smooth, roundaboutless, crossless access from and to the motorway into this area. And I also wanted to have a way that would connect this airport area directly to this junction as well, because why not? Why not making the simple easiest thing and creating a junction here? Where's the fun in that? Okay, so that's how I think. I like to complicate things sometimes, but mostly it's because I think it will look cool. I could potentially do it here, but doing junctions on a curved layout is a bit more difficult, at least for my skill level. And I think this will look cool if it gets busy, which we will find out. So now, okay, I was going to say, so now I just need to decide where to connect these two segments into the airport area. But before we get there, I just want to continue to explain. So I think this makes sense from a traffic flow perspective. So these two lanes, this road, will then enable whichever cars come from this area to connect to the motorway, and similar but on the opposite direction on this road. And that's why these segments are connected to each side, because then they can go whichever direction they want. Make sense? And then I wanted to connect these avenues. So this avenue over here that comes all the way from here, I wanted to connect it here. And it's not the smoothest of slopes, but it's not too bad either. It's not too bad. And then obviously I want to do the same with this, let's call it secondary road as well, and I connected all the train tracks. And I created a pathway here so that if they want to go to and from the train station, they can just do this. I could potentially do a raised one, but because this is already raised, then the pathway will be like really, really tall. So basically, I think this is the most linear one. They would have to cross here, but I don't think this road will be too busy. So having pedestrians crossing this shouldn't cause any traffic issues. And that's it. I think this will flow better than having that roundabout, but we will find out. I'm just trying to see now where the cars will need to travel to access this. So if they want to leave, they need to access this road, so they need to access this avenue. So if you're on this side and you want to leave this area and go to the motorway, you need to go somewhere around here, and then you need to get this intersection here, or you need to go around here. Yep, something like that. And all these guys will obviously use this avenue to access this, so this is a bit more linear. And yeah, I don't anticipate this area will generate a lot of traffic that will put stress on this or this junction, but we will find out once we start zoning stuff. And I think that's it. Oh, something I did actually, I wanted to tell you before I started this episode. I did this offline. So I don't know if you remember, but previously I had just here a direct connection, and it was uglier than this. And it was traffic was backing up, so I decided to create another roundabout here. Sorry, and have dedicated roundabouts for in and out, inbound and outbound traffic. So if you can see here, this is to exit the city and this is to enter the city, and this immediately improved things, as you can see. Although we still have a bit of cars backing up. But it's not too bad. It's much better than how it was. Okay, I unpaused the game. Rookie mistake. Because now I don't know if I have a lot of issues here or not. No, okay. Whew. Okay, now it's going. Look, they're already using my awesome junction. Yay! I think I got all the directions right. Yeah. Okay. So now the next thing is, where the hell am I going to connect this? I would like it to be like really close to the airport. Meaning, I'm looking at this part here. Can I even do something like that? Okay, I need to use normal roads. just because they align better. Something like this. So this would potentially someone coming in, actually. What's the direction? Okay. Yeah. I might have to turn this the other way though. So if you come here, you would connect here and then access the airport. I think that would make more sense since this is the direction I'm taking people. And then I would do another one. I could do something like, I could invert the direction actually. Wait a second, I got an idea. If I invert the direction of this here, not this one, so these bus lines, hopefully I didn't mess up the existing bus lines, but we will find out very shortly, won't I? No, I think it's good. I think it's good. Oh, by the way, yeah, some of these lines are quite long. I have basically lines like this, perpendicular to the metro lines, so that people can travel, let's say, let's use this perspective, vertically in the city by using buses and horizontally by using metros. Obviously, they can also use buses, but you get my point. And I also created like a diagonal line like this one, you see, it goes diagonal, because why not? I think there was some gaps here that I needed to fill, and that's why. And because I want to have this area very busy, we'll see if I'm not going to regret saying these words like I normally do. I'm connecting everything here. Obviously, I didn't have to, but I think this will look cool. And obviously, once I'm happy with this layout, I will then do similar thing here to connect everything, hopefully. And this is kind of how I normally like to link things, right? I have train stations, as you can see, far apart, really far apart. Then metro kind of following the same direction. Yeah, let's say direction, but stopping more often. And then buses to connect these lines in a perpendicular way. Hope it makes sense. So this is kind of how I plan these things. But now what I want to do, oh yeah, so I reverted this so that I can use this like this. Like this. So this way, oh no, it's fine. So this one will come here, stop here, or terminate here I should say, and then it can loop around here if needed. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And this is exit. Although, why don't I do like I was doing a two-way road here and then I split the traffic here? Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. If I can align, if I can put something in the middle like this, yes, I can. If I can, then I will. Yeah. Oh, please let me, please. Yes, it does work. Okay, cool. So then that makes my life easier because entering or leaving the airport area, you can just use this road. Oh yes, I think this is going to work, guys. I think this is good, guys. Am I missing something extremely obvious? Because I'm having that feeling. Something extremely obvious that I should have done and I haven't. No, I'm sure it's perfect. Perfect. Okay, now I also want to do another thing, which is a taxi stop. Let's see, actually probably multiple. Do I even have a building for taxis? Oh, I just noticed something. Because I don't have the mod anymore. Oh, now this looks weird. I removed the mod, paint the ground mod, and now this looks weird because I have everything painted in gray, and now yeah, the buildings look a bit disconnected, but that's why I'm going to fill them up with taxi depots. That's a lot of taxis leaving. Okay, it's going to fill up. Okay, I need to put some more taxi depots. Okay, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 taxi depots. Let's see if they are going to be all used. Okay, 13, 15. Look at this. Look at this. Oh god. Okay, I think it's stabilized. Yeah, no more taxis. Let's see what's the grand total. 25, 25, 25, 25. So I guess I still need more, don't I? Yeah, they're all full. Look at this. But how many taxi stops do I have? Holy crap. So I have none. No, I have none on this side unless I'm blind. So I'm looking for green, light green, not dark green. Okay, here this is overground. Okay, there's 1, 2. Okay, this is another depot. These are more depots, but I don't actually have the stops. So if I put one here, it stays highlighted green. So where are they going? And that reminds me, I should probably put one here, if I can squeeze it in. Or maybe here. No, I'm going to destroy that. Okay, but here it should be okay. Yeah, it's actually good for all these turrets to get into cab. So where? Oh, these people. Oh, must be. Oh, look where the cabs are coming. Picking up people from the airport. Look at this. Aha. So is there a cab stop somewhere here? Or is it just because the Sims actually ask for it? Because I don't see any cab stop green. Oh yeah, no, that's the one I stopped. I plopped, I should say. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Okay, this is a bit weird, but yeah, I can see that all the taxis are not all of them, but a lot of them are coming here, which makes sense. Normally, airport you have this, but yeah, it's causing a bit of congestion. Maybe it's because it's in the initial flow of passengers. Oh, look how many! Look how many are here for the helicopter. My god, what the hell is this? Let me pause just to see how many. Let's take a guess, guys. I say 300. How many do you say? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how many passengers we have waiting. 600. Holy shit. Wow, 600 people waiting to get on an helicopter. It's fair to say I might not have planned this very well. Let's fill up the skies with helicopters, shall we? Wow, 600. Where are they going? 197. What? They are going... Look at this, is ridiculous. They are going to work by helicopter. How fancy industrial workers do we have in this city? Holy crap. Do we have the Industry 4.0 policy applied here? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't even have a district here. But still, because they're all leveled up, they are highly educated anyway. Oh wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. That was a bit of a shock, as you can probably tell. Oh, and I like that this is being quite used. Not this one. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to delete this. Okay, better. I guess the more compact I make this, the better it will be. I mean, the better it will look, I should say. Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, I digress. So let's go back here. So I definitely need to put here a taxi stops. So I guess I will just put a bunch of them, maybe separated. Yeah, I want to align them somehow, if I can. So if I leave one tile gap, okay, perfect, perfect. And now I think some trees between, so it doesn't look so empty. Shall I fill this up with trees? I still don't know how I'm going to decorate this. This I definitely want to put some trees here along the pathways. Not sure how I want to do this, because I have the parking lot assets. Shall I just do that? Shall I just put some parking lots here? Yeah, let's do that. Do we have any parking lots at all within this asset? No, we do not. Okay, I think that's a good excuse for me to put some parking lots. Let's do that then. Not too bad. Obviously, I will zone all of this, and then it will, I think it will complete this area a bit more. I will leave these spaces empty because I really don't know what else I'm going to do, but I think this looks good enough for now. And I think that's it for today's episode, guys. I like this. It's not the most practical thing, I know, and probably even not the most realistic, but I think it makes more sense to connect, at least to me, to connect the airport to an existing junction than to create a new one just for the airport, I think. If this works, obviously, we'll see how much traffic this can handle, well, or how much traffic there will be, but we'll see. We shall see. But right now, I like it. And did I put all the... yeah, I did. All the taxi stops. And I probably should put a few more. Yeah, I'm going to put a few more. Okay, it's done. And now I'm back looking at this. This is insane. They have so many transport options and they still prefer to use helicopter. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. And now the amount of taxis is actually creating here some traffic issues. The traffic is backing up quite a bit actually. Wow. There's a lot of people walking on these pathways. Wow. Oakley dokley. This... I hope it's temporary. There's a lot of traffic. A lot of taxis, sorry. Now flowing into the city, and maybe this is just this big boom of taxis and I think things will stabilize, but we probably, I mean, this is a scenario, so it's, although I'm quite enjoying building this city to the max, I just want to beat the scenario and move on. Well, technically that's not true because I am spending a lot more time here than what I should. And actually, let's look at the scenario objectives. Oh, every citizen over 80. How the hell can I do that? I need to place hospitals everywhere or what? Don't tell me I can't beat this scenario because of that. That would be awkward. That would be awkward. And yeah, I don't want to unlock. There is a monument that would force me to basically mess up the entire city. Where is it? Where is it? There is one monument, medical center. It's a research facility that works on finding cures for diseases, blah blah blah. It can easily take care of all your citizens' health needs. The medical center is a helipad and can accept helicopters. Construct courthouse, so that's a requirement, right? The problem is for me to construct the courthouse, where is it? So, found it. So, for me to build a courthouse, I need a crime rate over 50. I'm inclined to go to the budget and reduce it to 0 and see what happens. Are you guys in the same evil mood than what I am? Are you? We'll see in the next episode what's going to happen. Oh look, so many cars already parked here, okay. Oh yeah, because the buses are already being used, although there's not a lot of places for them to go. What about here? Oh, about the metro. One viewer, thank you for the suggestion that I could actually use just one metro stop and connect all these 5 lines instead of having 5 separate stops. But And I was actually going to do that, but then I thought, no, I want to see the Sims moving, you know. I don't want them all be underground. I want them to have a reason to have to, you know, to shift lines, that is. And also because that could potentially be a bottleneck eventually. But probably I will do that on my next city. Try to create just one stop with multiple lines. See how that works. But for now, I want to see this PC. Again, it might not be the most practical of solutions, but yeah. And we did kind of break the bank here. I think I had like 6 or 7 million credits. Let's call them credits. And now I only have 4 because I built all this area. And the income is still positive, so it's not too bad. I want to wrap up this episode. This is probably quite long, but I'm having so much fun creating this. So you see this thing here? It's weird. Me no likey. Same here. You see, it's a too sharp turn back. Okay, yeah, these two things are too sharp. So you know that means I will need to redo them. Ta-da! Not too bad, is it? It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever done, to be completely honest. But it's also not the worst thing, I don't think. Oh, I could probably turn this into a trumpet interchange, couldn't I? Instead of doing this weird stuff and potentially prevent them from crossing. So if a car won't, well, it's still a big segment of roads, so that they won't actually cross each other. But normally you want to have the entry point to be the opposite of your, or to be after your exit. So this exit should come before this one. But oh, am I going to redo this again? No, I'm not. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too. It's like glasses, you know. It's like a pair of glasses. Imagine here a nose and a mouth, and yeah. And this is me having an idea, a weird idea, which is what you see right now on your screen. Oh god. I mean, the thing is, I like it, you know. Although part of me is saying it's a bit weird. It's not very symmetrical. And you know, OCD, if OCD starts to kick in, this really will mess up your brain. But then the other half of my brain says, it's fine, it still looks good. You know, it still looks good. And it seems to be highly functional, although obviously there's nothing here yet to actually test this. Okay, now that's really it. Enough tweaking and changing, because I won't be here the whole day. Because I love doing this stuff, you know. Trying to play with the roads and see how they connect to things and see if I can improve the look and feel and all that stuff. But I think that's it. Yeah, I need to give up. For now, that is. And I think it looks good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious. And I hope you guys are keeping safe. I think things will start to get better a bit, according to what I see on the news. But you know, it's still going to be a long journey until we get rid of this virus. But yeah, I'm an optimistic by nature, so I think things will start to improve slightly, and lockdown rules will start to be a bit a bit more softened, and we can start slowly go back to our normal lives. In the meantime, we always have computer games and YouTube to keep us entertained, right guys? I hope so. I certainly hope so. Okay, enough rambling. I'll see you again on the next episode. Bye bye.